Okay, what we have here is a failure to communicate between blackberries, my cultivated other ones in my orchard. As you can see, hopefully, try to hold it slow enough, that everything I cleared is being taken over by blackberries, small trees. So those are mainly oaks, because that's what I have abundance of, is oaks. Now, I just cleared this, and it is already taken back over. So Mother Nature, you are awesome. However, just please not in my orchard. So I have to figure out how to get rid of these. They're just horrible. You can see that's probably one root runner. There may have been a shrub in here a while ago when I was clearing out, and that may have been it, or part of its root, and it's just moving on. So I'm gonna have to get rid of these suckers. And so I'm gonna try a couple different ways. Blackberries do not like low pH. I think it's like 3 and below. So what I'm going to do is the big one on the right, I am going to, mark it with that orange thing, and put vinegar all around the soil, like watering with it, which the high acidity, the 5% acidity, will bring it below 3. I think it's like a 2.5 vinegar. So the quickest way, I think, will be I'll just pour it all around the roots, get the soil high in acid, and then the rest of these I'm just going to dig up and pull and see what runners I have. See if I can just get that whole root runner out, and then give a test on this one. Now this one over here is kind of in a decent location. I'm going to ask Miss Tiny if she wants to keep that. I doubt it, because they like to do that a lot, run around. But you know, free food's free food. That, yeah, I could probably replant somewhere, but we're going to do a little test. And if it works, then we'll know. Okay, I used Old Faithful. We call these a cutting mattock, which I think I explained before that is the most handiest tool ever, especially if you're homesteading and clearing things out. Makes life a lot easier. So I use it to loosen up the soil, pulled the old ones out. There was only one runner, but for some reason it wasn't attached to this one, which is fine. So with the soil loosened, let's just kind of put that around. I'm gonna pour some vinegar in on it. There we go. That was probably a cup or more. I don't know. But I'm just pouring enough to really saturate that. And keep an eye on that, see what happens. If that works, vinegar's cheap. So, all right, well, I've got a lot more work to do now that it's not as hot as it was the last couple days. I kind of got behind, and of course with the weather, things really loved it and grew, so that made more work on top of not doing the work. All right, so I'm gonna mark this, and then we'll see what happens. I'm just curious more than anything. This is day 3, I think, don't know, I just saturated the soil a few days ago, even had some rain. Came out, saw the first burning of those leaves and just kind of walked away and went, oh, okay. Well, I was out doing some watering, some other plants. I looked over, and on day 3, even after it rained, these tough old wild blackberries are not holding up to the acidy soil from the white vinegar. Wonder what it would do if you just kept giving it more every few days. I don't know, but anyways, I think it's a good hack. Vinegar, turn the area around it, acidy, no poisons, no muss, no fuss, and pretty cheap. Especially when you buy them at the big box, whatever they are, stores, Costco, Sam's, all that. All right, bye. Here's that wild black raspberry that they're just tough as nails. It's 8 days after I mixed it in the soil, and we've had some temperatures and some rains and stuff, so that didn't seem to affect it. It looks like the old white vinegar trick, making the soil acidy, does the job with these things. However, I've got it marked, and I just want to see how long. So I'm going to monitor this till next year, see what's going on.